Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. As I adjust my mic to get it closer so you can hear me. Welcome back to Ravens Roundup. Today is May 8th. Team Taurus, baby. Team Taurus is in the building. Matter of fact, since I ain't even do this like this. Team Taurus in the building, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Salute.
Greatest month in on the calendar year. Happy birthday to Jose. What was it?
Saturday, and happy birthday to you on Sunday on Mother's Day.
Appreciate it. Salute.
Hey, chat. Let me ask you, chat. Do you like these? Look at that. Patreon.com/sip2tally. Okay, that's where you can go get you one.
Look how that it's real frothy and icy too.
Yes. Indeed,
I got
indeed.
3 more going out this week. I appreciate those guys for becoming Gunslinger members. I shouted out Brandon earlier for being the first Sip to Tally family member. What up, cousin?
Salute.
Brandon is basically family now, so we're gonna refer to him as Cousin B now.
Cousin B. Okay,
Cousin B.
I like that.
Cousin B. But let's bring the other half in of a lunch break hot take. What up, Brandon?
Hey, what's going on, Coach, man? Thanks for having me. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Not to you, Jose.
What?
I got you your gift back in mid-October.
And what gift was that?
My goddamn PS5. All right.
I didn't take it from you. Somebody brought it to my house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a backstory, people, y'all. It's a backstory. It's a backstory. What up, Endo?
What's going on? Happy birthday. Early birthday to both of you. And happy early birthday to my daughter Jasmine. She's unfortunately born in this month as well.
Unfortunately. What?
Happy birthday, Jasmine.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because Mother's Day, Mother's Day is lumped up in here and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You got Bob and Weave Mother's Day. I only hear it a couple times. You gotta be like the Matrix out this time.
And I got a son whose birthday is on Valentine's Day. So
Yeah. Speaking of Valentine's, I ain't gonna even put their business out there like that. Chris, what's up?
What's up, fellas? Happy early birthday to both of y'all, man, and Hendo to your daughter too. Happy early birthday. Hope y'all have a great one.
Thank you.
It's belated for Jose. Just so
no, it's not. It's the day before yours.
No,
yes.
13th.
The 13th.
Oh, 13th?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the 7th. Okay.
No.
My homeboy's birthday.
This Saturday coming up. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Share birthday with my homeboy D.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Taurus time. That's crazy. The day before mine. See that? The connection, man. We ain't even know about all this stuff. Find it out as we go.
That's
So
right.
Before we get into it, if you don't know, we got the meetup coming up. So if you have not gotten your tickets and you want to do so, hit ! tickets and the link will come up and you can go get your ticket and take care of that. So they're starting to move. So you don't want to be, outside looking in trying to see what's going on. Hey, what they doing in there? Can I get your boy in? Nope. They don't work like that. You're gonna have Hindu on the door, so you can get in there.
That's right.
This ain't no hookup type situation.
But why don't y'all go ahead and one of y'all elaborate on what we're doing up there and what's the name of it again?
The Roundup meetup.
The name of the place.
Oh, it's at Busboys and Poets.
Busboys
and Poets. Very nice space there. Food, music, drinks, alcoholic drinks will be there for via Cash Bar. Come hang out. We're giving away prizes. We're gonna send you home with some goodie bags. Yes, hang out with us. We'll all be there. Chat it up, mingle. Buy some merch. Yep. All that good stuff, and have a good time. So
exactly. Win some gifts.
Yes.
Subscribe some Patreons. All that.
Actually, we had a meeting this weekend. There might be some extra gifts included.
Yeah. I just heard a noise. Who's this creeping in the window? Nobody. No.
Let me say something. Apple been really playing with my emotions this week. I ain't even gonna do that. But I'm just saying, man. I look, blame Apple, my laptop, and then I've been tripping this week. I don't know what's going on. You know how they do when it's time to buy something new when things shut down on you.
Yep.
But that's the cause of my tardy. I apologize, fellas. Great to see you all.
No, you're right on time, B. You're right on time. We just going around doing the introduction. Only thing we did was mention the meetup. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
That's
All
it.
right, all right.
So we finna dive right into this first topic because we have to be out of here. What time, B?
10 p.m.
And why
Eastern
we got to
Time,
be out of here at 10 o'clock?
because that is the beginning of the end of the Warriors dynasty.
I ain't mean all that, but golly, he cut you deep, Hendo.
They starting Gary Payton tonight. They in panic mode.
He been doing that all day.
He cut you deep.
That's what he
Jeez.
does. That's what he act like. I took his PlayStation 5.
August
take it.
4th, come to the meetup. Be prepared to buy some merch. We got to get me a new PS5 because apparently it ain't coming back.
He done went to the black hole.
My nephew downloading games like he got a job.
Facts.
Wait.
I don't even be using
Wait,
it.
who called on it?
Huh?
Who called on it while he downloading all them games?
Oh no. These are games these are already purchased games. He ain't that bold yet.
I see how they point.
My card ain't on file, coach.
But still, I'll tell you that password about to get changed.
First up. Hold on, I want that. We don't want that. We want this. There we go. Some unknown Ravens. That's what's the word I want to use. Person.
Mm-hmm.
Says Zay Flowers is named the rookie to make the biggest impact. And I thought I could see that, but I guess it ain't big enough. Let me make it a little bigger. If I don't mess it up. But anyway, Jose, what do you think about Zay Flowers being the biggest rookie impact? Having the biggest rookie impact for the Ravens out of all the guys they got?
So I mean, yeah, I mean that seems like the likely choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like B was saying earlier, look, Rashad Bateman is there, and healthy Rashad Bateman, we expect to have a monster year. So, we picked up Nelson Aguilar. You still got Duvernay. His role may not be as big this year because he's a rookie, or maybe he's that dude. We don't know, right? But it's possible that with Odell there and Bateman, his role isn't as big because it's not as needed this year. So he may not have the biggest impact. It could be, could be somebody like Trenton Simpson, depending on what they do with Patrick Queen. That second cornerback position isn't solidified yet. So maybe it's Caillou Blue who steps up. I mean, there's opportunities for some of these guys to surprise, and but the clear choice right now is Zay Flowers because he's the most talented out of this group.
Rodney?
I think that he probably won't have quite as big a year production wise as some people are expecting, but if they get to the playoffs and he's a capable player, he can make a big impact for him. I think that one thing, this time of year we are all hyper focused on draft classes, and then come September, most rookies don't make any impact. And I'm looking at the Ravens draft class. Who else do we really think will make a big impact in their rookie year? Right? You got a couple of backup linemen, one who was not even going to play this year. You got the edge rusher. I guess. And then so it's between Flowers and Trenton Simpson, really, right? And I think we kind of expect Flowers to have a bigger role.
Right, and the same edge rusher that went against the UDFA a couple times, and the UDFA won. The guy with the UDFA we got from Kentucky, I was looking for tape on the edge guy from Ole Miss, and ended up doing the Kentucky game. And the guard got up on him a couple times, and UDFA won them couple reps I saw. Not saying he beat him the whole game, but the couple reps I saw, 2 UDFA, 1 draft pick. No, I'm sorry, 0 draft pick.
I don't want to say anything because Carolina got them one of them edge rushers too. But yeah, I'm going with Zay.
Hey, there's Jasmine. Happy birthday, Jasmine. Happy early birthday,
Jazz. Happy birthday. Team Taurus. Mike?
Look, man, I hope they're right, because that means that we actually got it right at the wide receiver position for once out of the draft. So, I agree with Zay. It is the easy choice to make just because he's the first round pick. But look, Chris, I think it was you, Chris. You had posted some video. It was either today or yesterday where, oh no, that was a different dude. I'm sorry, that beat the guy deep. That was the running back.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But I mean, from what all reports and what they're saying, man, especially locally on the radio, They saying, dude, he's that, and he reminds them of Lamar when Lamar first came in, as far as just being happy to be there, and realizing like, man, not taking that chance for granted. So I would like to see it, man, because if he's that guy, he's impact. They finally got it right at the wide receiver position out of the draft.
Chris.
Yeah, I agree with everybody said. Especially what B said. Like, I don't think Zay Flowers is going to have crazy stats, but I think his impact on the field and on the game is going to be, you won't be able to quantify it with stats.
Mm-hmm.
The impact is going to be having, two high safeties, or just having defenses be more aware and having to pay attention to him in that sense. Not to say that he's going to bum it, but it just I think that impact, excuse me, that he has is going to be greater than like a Trenton Simpson, who will probably just be platooning, maybe at best.
All right. Be a spot guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hendo.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everyone said. You have to think about it like this. For him to have a big impact, it doesn't mean he has to have the numbers. He could be just used to take the top off the defense and open things up across the middle. He could have 250 yards and still be impactful. Because if you think about Trenton Simpson, he's got Queen, he's got Roquan, maybe sprinkling a little Harrison. Like he's going to be, like Chris said, platooning. So I don't think his numbers are going to be crazy. Tavius, Robinson? He's probably going to be cut before the season starts. Wasted draft pick. Caillou Blue Kelly, he's QB5 right now, maybe. So he's good. He'll probably get an opportunity.
CB.
I'm sorry, CB. Like you said, QB. CB5 right now. So he's going to get a chance to play, but his impact on the team, I don't think is going to be that great. So even with Zay Flowers going in there and not doing basically anything much, he can still have the biggest impact, but it not be anything close to being rookie of the year worthy.
Gotcha. So for me, I think that's the safest bet to say. And if I was a betting person, I would say Zay. But there's an opportunity for the aforementioned Kelly. Because there's no QB. I mean, you got me saying it. no cornerback two. Even though we got Rocky Sin, he, like I said earlier on the live stream, he was available for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So don't put all your hopes into Rocky Sin as the savior at cornerback. Now he may do us good, but I'm just saying, if he was a guy, he wouldn't have been on the free agent market. So let's just put it like that. All right. Topic 2. And we're gonna try something a little different.
Before we go to topic 2, because I
ahead.
don't think we did this.
Oh yeah,
salute
we did.
Everybody.
Salute
Everybody.
Salute. There we go.
There we go.
I got
That's
my
all
gallon.
There you go.
Got you. No water from Lake Minnetonka today.
Nah, it's in the free actually in the freezer right now, getting cold.
See, you put your cup in, get a little frost on, you put it in the freezer. See that?
There you go.
Again, appreciate you, Jose, for keeping me straight.
No doubt.
Next up,
Hendo, you'll say ice box like the Baltimore people do.
No, I don't say icebox.
Hey, we say that down south too now. That down south now.
Sorry,
hey,
I
got a question. I got a question. And this is off the script. But I saw this on Instagram or Twitter before I got on. And I'm from the South, so I could do it. I would love to hear Hendo use the word yin in a sentence. Y-E-E-N.
Yin?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
Anybody? Can anybody use it?
Yin?
What's that?
What does it mean?
Like you didn't even.
Yeah, you ain't even had to do that.
There you go.
Yeah, you ain't even do it right.
There you go,
Yin?
Mike.
You mean like you ain't even had to do that?
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
As people from the South understand that, I know y'all. Well, y'all from the South, but
we are
technically not from the South.
I thought you was gonna
y'all
say
ain't from the deep South.
I thought you was gonna say something like fitna.
Hey, that's close. Fitna and yin, they cousins.
Yeah. we fit into to keep the stream going.
You didn't even know that we was closing at 10 o'clock today.
Oh, man.
But next up, the schedule. So we're gonna try to do something different, and I'm taking a cue from my executive producer.
Okay.
Normally, when we have a topic or whatever, I kind of say, "Hey, Hendo or Chris or whoever go." We could just try to talk it out and have a conversation. and that way you get your your time, and the next person you just jump in, and that way it helps me for not forgetting people, and then two, everybody gets to come in organically. Is that cool?
Yep.
So ain't no set order. I ain't gonna be like Jose Yogo or Mike Yogo. We just gonna talk it out, and if it works, shout out to the executive producer. If it don't work, we ain't gonna do it no more. But the 2023 Baltimore Ravens opponents are on the screen. I don't know if you guys let me make it a little bigger.
Yeah, I see it.
The schedule is dropping. I think everybody's schedule is dropping on the 11th. So which game are you most that you want to see the most, and do you plan on even going to any games?
Well, look, me and B like doing the preseason games because it's no pressure. It's still warm out. We can usually get club seats, and then we can just kind of scout the young guys and who we think might make it. It's a fun experience. But regular season, if I go, it's going to be like the first or second week.
Like that club level, I mean, you're a different class of citizen.
Boy.
Now, those preseason games were fun. Like I remember I did that in Miami. I felt like I was a baller. I was right there in the front. I was like, damn, I can see Justin Tucker smile from here. Like it was crazy.
Me and Mike were at that game where J.K. Dobbins got hurt.
Yeah, so we saw it up close.
I would have ran out on the field and crying.
People making the sandwiches with white gloves on. All right.
You know that video when the dude came in and he thought his sons broke his TV and he slammed the wall. That's how me and Jose did when we saw that. Like in the game,
I would have been laying there like Simba.
But no, I agree. Listen, I usually go to whatever that first night game is, the early one, right? So it's still warm outside. It's the atmosphere is usually is dope, especially at the stadium. They usually do something crazy. Actually, the game, I didn't go this year, but when Kansas City came in town and it was a Sunday night game, I believe, or Monday night. It must have been Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night.
Sunday.
I called out to work the next day. But yeah, like that was the game they actually first did the Omar whistle when they introduced the kid. So like it was super dope. So yeah, while it's still warm, man, I'll check out whichever one because I was looking at that. Actually, I tried to pull up the schedule today, and before I realized, man, they ain't releasing because I was trying to get an early jump on which one, who coming to town in that early game where it's still warm. So that's me. That's how I roll.
I personally haven't been to a warm game yet. It's been cold and rainy the couple times I've been there, but I only got to see Lamar play once, but it wasn't up there. I got to see him play in New Orleans. But I'm looking forward to those two Bengals games myself to see if what we're putting together offensively, whether it be personnel or play caller, how it correlates with what they're doing, offensively. Can we keep up with them? Because we did a decent job of slowing them down, but I'm interested to see the balance of because I think it's those two teams in the AFC. So them two games I'm looking for the most.
Yeah, I agree. That's the one I'm looking forward to. I feel like the Ravens, they need that get back because that playoff game without Lamar and defense, played their asses off. So I want to see that. That's the one I'm excited to see the most is that Bengals game. I'm hoping it's the first game so we could just get right to it.
Yeah, for me, I would love to see the Bengals game because the Bengals fans are the worst trash talkers and have nothing to show for it. But the
freaking front runners, man.
Yeah. But the games that I think that I actually will attend, one will be the Miami game at home because I want to see that payback. We need that get back from that blown lead from last year. Two, I want to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers away game because I've never been to an away Ravens game. Plus, this game is kind of rumored to be on Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving Day game. So those are the two games that I want to go to.
Okay. I think the most interesting game or what may be the best game on this list is actually the 49ers.
Facts.
And seeing how that Ravens defense matches up with all of those weapons in San Francisco. And then obviously you get to test the offense too. San Francisco has a very good defense, assuming they stay healthy. And I think that is one that could, depending on who they have under center, could be a Super Bowl preview.
Right.
I want to see the Titans game, right? Because
Really?
they're supposed to. Yeah, I love kicking the man when he's down. All that trash talking they was doing, right? They supposed to be our rivals and all that. What's up now?
Facts. Y'all might not even have starting
If
quarterback.
if that Jacksonville Jaguars game is not in London, as I suspect it will be,
No,
I'm probably gonna go to that one. I mean, I would
We
love to
don't-
go to London too,
Right.
but if that game is right
Birthday
down the
next
road,
week.
I probably go to that one.
But
But
Coach,
go ahead.
Coach, that London game is going to depend on the people in the chat. You know what I mean? If they want to donate enough for people to
Yeah.
go.
They want to hit up that August 4th meetup and buy enough merch to send Coach to London.
Facts.
Ooh.
I'll give up my PS5 to get Coach over there.
Hey,
Exactly.
we got to see what the schedule look like Thursday though. Thursday.
All right.
But I know it's rumored that Jacksonville has a home game scheduled for London, but they don't know which
It
one.
ain't us. I think it was the Titans. It's something. I don't think it was us that they was rumored to have it for.
They
But
said there's a Black Friday game too this year.
Yeah, I
Yes.
saw that today.
Yeah.
It's
I
probably
think-
a Black Friday game. Yeah.
I think that was
Oh, they had one last year, didn't they?
Bills. No, this is the first year.
No, they're
Bills-
doing it every year now, I think.
They did have it last
It
year.
says
but
no
on Amazon.
no network is like you know how you normally have the AFC games on CBS and NFC games on ABC. They say that shit done.
It's going to be on Amazon, right? Didn't I thought they did it last year? I thought
I
they did it
I think they did Thursday.
It was
Oh,
Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday.
But
Nah, it
Amazon's
might-
supposed to have it, right?
I
Black
think so.
Friday game.
so.
They're looking at the Eagles and the Giants.
You know how much
Christmas Day,
Amazon's going to sell
Why?
you?
Chiefs and Bills. Chiefs and Bills on Christmas Day.
Cheese and bills. Oh,
Mhm.
oh okay.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let me see what.
And the
Robert
Jaguars.
says.
Oh,
I'm
they
there
looking
for
the-
Miami. It's going down. Hey, definitely, Robert. Appreciate the 5 too.
Salute.
Hey, Coach, they looking for the Jaguars versus the Panthers in London.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh.
That's cool.
Right,
I-
right.
You know, I'd take the lit 40-minute. You know what? Hold on, didn't we play Jacksonville in Jacksonville last year too?
Yep.
Yes.
Because
we lost
my
that one
foot
too.
was jacked up. I had tickets. My foot was jacked up.
Mhm.
Yeah, we played them. Yeah.
So that's 2 years in a row.
Yeah, we blew that one.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at. Miami coming here 2 years in a row. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Usually it's
Well, I
us
guess
going on
let me
the
see.
road
What
2
did Miami
years.
finish in the division?
Second.
Second.
And what we finished second too, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we
Yes.
got to play them second place teams.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to play the second place team. All right. Anybody else want to comment on the schedule? Or we good there? Yup.
Sounds good.
Everybody quiet. Next up,
Hmm.
big
Uh-oh.
matchup coming at 10 o'clock. Big matchup. Lakers are up 2-1.
Yep.
They're in LA. No team has they've been trading wins and losses, whatever. The rumor is not the rumor, but they're starting GP2 tonight. So I think it's gonna be some interesting matchups with Wiggins probably guarding Brun and Dre probably guarding AD. And I understand why they starting GP because Looney can't do anything with AD. So Looney can't hit a jump shot. So AD can just sit in the paint and block everybody's shot.
True.
And so that's kind of why I think they're doing that to try to get more spacing because the game Draymond was Draymond out and some kind of way they started Jamaica and had Looney on Looney was sick. They started Jamaica, had Looney on the bench, and they had more spacing. As a matter of fact, if not mistaken, that's the game they won, right?
It is.
Yeah.
They had more spacing and they were able to do stuff because AD, he sat back in the paint on Jamaica a couple of times. He hit a couple of threes, and he had to go out there and guard him. So that left. They was able to get to the paint. And I don't know why Steph keep going to the paint, thinking that LeBron and AD and D'Lo and everybody and their mama ain't gonna block his shot. But he keeps going in there. You better jump stop and hit that mid-range jumper. That's what you better do. But as far as the Lakers and Warriors, we know there are two homers here. We got a one Lakers guy. We got 1.5 Warriors guys.
Well, I gotta be a homer for recognizing the fact that the Lakers are a better team. Why that made me a homer?
No, I'm just saying because you're a fan. That not.
I mean, but I give fair and balanced takes on these shows. I'm a professional.
Well, fair. Let me see your fair and balanced take right now.
The only adjustment that Golden State need to make is to maybe find a new church to pray that Clay shows up.
He been showing up. Get off my dog.
He did, yeah.
Other than
He
that,
ain't show up
other
yesterday.
than that,
I mean, Friday, Saturday.
yeah. Other than that, there ain't nothing they can do.
I told y'all about AD. Didn't I say if AD mans up, Golden State got nothing for him?
Oh, we knew that. We knew that.
They can't handle Anthony Davis, and if D'Angelo Russell plays up to his ability, there's really nothing that Golden
Who's
State
that
can do
guy?
to counter.
Where that guy come from?
Wow. I don't know.
No, the reason I say
Also-
that's not shade, B. That's saying that he hasn't played like this in his, well, at least I haven't seen him play like this good in his career.
Who,
He
D'Angelo?
has. He played like this in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
When he was
I ain't-
leading
he was
that group of kids to the playoffs. But his thing is he's been inconsistent. But I think that's just a little bit of inexperience in the playoffs. I think that's going to come for him. If he comes out and he's shooting the way he shot in their last game, it's over. It's over for Golden State.
I'm gonna tell you, Coach.
He's sneaky slick. Go ahead, Jose.
I'm gonna tell you. Look, D'Angelo. Yeah, he's right. Back in Brooklyn, D'Angelo Russell was hot. Him, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen. We had a nice young core there, and we blew it up for KD and Kyrie.
Suckers.
We should have kept the young ones.
For Sage and Crystals.
Clay has a big game tonight. I'm just saying. I always have a not so fast moment on these shows, and that's it. Clay is going to ball out tonight.
What about Jordan Poole? Is he going to get punched in the face? Or is he going to ball
Poor
out?
Jordan Poole, and
Jordan Poole.
I like him, but he is struggling more than like. I mean, his playoff run last year is what got him paid, right? Right, that is true. Chris,
I always got to put y'all in your place when it comes to the NBA.
Hey, professional NBA analyst.
Yes,
Chris
sir.
A. Smith, what do you have to say about the NBA?
I'm leaning towards the Lakers today.
Chris.
I think they're gonna take it today. They got the momentum. LeBron. I don't see them letting the Warriors creep back in and tying it up. So I'm gonna go with the Lakers tonight. I think they smell some blood in the water.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Coach, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
It's looking good for your Heat tonight, but why does Gabe Vincent keep shooting?
I have no idea. I guess because he knows I have him on this points, rebounds, and assists, and I need to get my money. That's why he keeps shooting.
That's little Rip Hamilton, right?
That's why he's shooting. I hope he knows I need to get my points, rebounds, and assists. He got 19?
Was it 8 or below? Because he's got 8 right now.
How many rebounds he got?
No, that was 8 entirely.
Wait, he got 8 points, rebounds, and assists.
Yes, so he is one. He's 1 for 7. 3.
He hit that first one in the first quarter.
He got 7 minutes.
He's got 5 assists and 0 rebounds.
Oh my goodness! Well, he blew that. Well, I can flip this over and get ready for the Warriors and the Lakers game. That's $3 gone. Well, move on. Next up, Panthers. Man, want to leave you out, B. This is your new look skill set. Bryce Young at quarterback, Miles Sanders at running back, Adam Thielen, John Domingo, and Hayden Hurst.
Why you do DJ Shark like that?
Yeah.
This is not my graphic. You know I ain't doing nothing like this. I got this from NFL Network.
You could have photoshopped him.
Bruh. Today Monday. You know how long Mondays are for me?
Yeah, I know.
So the real question is why you do Jonathan Mingo like that, leaving him on a bench of an also ran instead of sending them to the favorites. But that's for another time. That's for another time though. This group, I like it. I think that overall, it's a better group than or they have more depth. Let me say than they had recently. Obviously they had better players before, but it was one receiver and then the one running back, and But now they do have a little bit of depth in the wide receiver room. I think that they could probably stand to add another running back behind Miles Sanders. Right now it's just Chuba Hubbard and Raheem Blackshear, who, Blackshear in particular, I thought showed some promise last season, but it was a very, very small sample size. And, what we've seen of Chuba is he's Gus Edwards-esque.
Mm.
Yeah.
If he's there,
Blocking got to be right.
And if he's gone, okay. I like the receivers as long as Thielen and Chark stay healthy.
Mhm.
And I'm I've been infected by your hype for Jonathan Mingo, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't want that former Raven out there though.
Wow, that's an upgrade for you guys.
Right. That's an upgraded tight end for you.
Anybody was an upgraded tight end for Carolina. They didn't have a tight end. Okay, they got duped by Notre Dame into drafting one of those clowns, and they still got Ian Thomas out there. So anybody would have been an upgrade. They could have gone and got Dalton Schultz. They could have drafted a tight end. They could have done anything other than signing Hayden Hurst.
He's a solid player,
but he's an okay player.
But
the point is he's 30 and you have no place here. Go get a replacement.
What you mean?
This man 30 in his third year in the league. God.
Right. Your man drafted him before Lamar.
Wait till he scores 7 touchdowns and B has a Hayden Hurst jersey on.
First of all,
it never happened.
Hey, B gonna come on the round table doing this. You know that's a celebration, like he's LeBron or something. Anybody else want to chime in on the new look Carolina Panthers?
Listen, I give management and ownership credit because they've redone their whole skill position room. The quarterback, the running back, all the receivers, the tight end. They said, listen, you guys aren't getting it done, minus DJ Moore. And they went and got new people. They got the people that they wanted. So all credit to them. They're not going out and getting retreads and injury cut players. So
they went down and they got Damiere Byrd though. Man.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen.
I like Damiere though. So that was all right.
I'm not. Look. I'm not giving them this. This is an EDC type of thing. I'm not giving them that much credit, right? Because they stumbled a whole lot before they got to this point.
This is true.
And they could have been in a position where they didn't have to give up DJ Moore and have their quarterback because Justin Fields was right there.
Yep.
All right.
They were in that position this year if Houston didn't screw them.
Yeah. But good for them to turn it around and recognize, hey, we have to get a quarterback this year. Mm-hmm. I will say this. I think if DJ Chark stays healthy, this wide receiver core will be really good. That's the key right there.
Got it.
I really still though. Like I don't want to give too much praise for this group because it was just a couple years ago that their skill position group was DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, Greg Olsen, and Christian McCaffrey. So and didn't win a damn thing with that. Now this is obviously not as good, huh?
Who's the quarterback? Was that Cam?
Cam was there towards the tail end. He didn't really get to play with that whole group very much. And then they transitioned over to Bridgewater and Darnold.
Let me ask this question. Real quick answer. Should Cam still be in the league?
Yes.
Decent backup. Yes.
100%. I don't know that he can be a starter, but 100% he should be in the league.
I agree. Yeah. Chat box. Do you think Cam Newton should still be in the league? Yes or no? Put it in the comment. Yes, Cam should still be in the league. No, he washed up. Put that in the comment section.
No,
Mac Jones is still penciled in for a starter. Hello.
He's a distraction.
His hair.
All right, next up. There are how many guys this is? 8 guys on the screen. Mm-hmm. You have 4 is our new guy, Zay Flowers. 7 is Bateman, obviously Beckham.
You got 2 threes on there.
Even mine, I stole this from somewhere. I ain't create this. I stole it. Formerly Channel 3, Shamar Bridges, Tylen Wallace, and everybody's favorite but mine, Dante.
And mine.
Dante Demas. Chat box.
That's my new coach.
And panel.
Yeah, he is.
Which of these 6 are making it? And Aguilar's not up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's Aguilar?
Aguilar's not,
we always forget about it.
So it's gonna be
again. I didn't make this. I grabbed it from Twitter. Aguilar should be in Demon's spot, honestly.
Yeah, Odell
for sure.
Flowers, Bateman. Obviously, they're locked in there. Duvernay. What did I say?
Yeah, Odell, Flowers, Bateman, Duvernay.
Yeah, I said Odell. That Duvernay, I think, is locked in because of his special teams ability. And look, he He works well on the offense as well in spots.
Time out. You said Odell, Flowers, Bateman, Duvernay. That's 4.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Aguilar as the 5, as the the decent veteran who can still play a bit if you really need him. 6th, I hate to do it, Coach, but it's not going to be James. He brings nothing. I would like for it to be Shamar Bridges. I'd like to see them give him a shot. But I think it will probably actually be Demas, and then everybody will be very, very disappointed in what he actually provides.
Stop sleeping on my man Dante Demas.
Hey, Jose, what was
why
with
we
Tiger
sleeping
Woods?
on him, Mike?
Listen, Coach, I wondered while I was watching your tape, I was like, damn, my man, Coach, and it ain't live, so I can't type this in the chat box because it was but you gotta watch his tape from years prior.
I did.
Like Sean Wade?
I did.
Right.
I saw the injury in 2022. And because we were live or something, we were on the 4:30 show. And I went and pulled up some stuff and watched it right afterwards. I watched because they were like, no, you can't use 2022 because he was hurt. I said, well, I'll go back. And so I went and found his 2 best games in 2021. And I saw a dude that can only win on deep routes.
I mean, look. He has a skill set. He's athletic, right? So he's raw.
He's tall, dude. What, 6'4"-ish?
He's 6'4". But I think it was the year. So he got hurt his junior year, I believe it was.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Whatever the year for this one is, it could be sophomore.
So
whatever year for this, so I think it's junior.
But he was leading up into that, man. He was having a solid. He was having a solid year.
The numbers do say that, Mike. The numbers do say that.
I think he now just look how well he's recovered off of that injury, because that injury was really bad, right? And I think that injury happened in a bowl game, or it was one of the last games of the year when he got hurt.
It was middle of the 7 or 8.
Yeah, so it was something, but he's raw, right? But he has, depending on that knee, man, he has some ability there. Like I don't think he. Now, when I'm saying this, I'm not saying that he should have one of those final spots. I think he's a practice squad guy, and we see what we have with him later on down the line. But I think, man, he has some talent, man. It's just if you got the right people to bring that out of him and refine it, man, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't, look, we already know what it is with Prochet, right? We already know he can bring Tylan Wallace. I don't think there's much there either. I think it's between him and Shamar Bridges, right? I think those are the ones that they can show something in practice to make the team say, okay,
him Shamar Bridges or him Demas?
Demas.
Okay.
Demas and Shamar Bridges. It's between those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think what we're waking up here to is that the Ravens need to go out and sign another receiver.
But for me, it's going to be.
We're arguing about the 6th spot though, so that's progress.
It is,
Yeah,
but the 6th spot is going to Tylan Wallace only because he plays special teams. That's the only reason he's going to get it. Demas, he is IR practice squad type individual. He's gonna stay. They're gonna stash him and see if he can get a little better and get stronger. Shamar Bridges, he's just gonna be cut. Prochet, dude's gone. But hey, listen, if that DeAndre Hopkins thing ain't dead, you never know.
True.
Because they might want Patrick Queen.
Can I need to ask a question. Is my dude still eligible for practice squad just to keep him around for morale?
With the old COVID
This
rules,
is year 3.
But I don't know if they changed it
I
back.
think he is.
So this is only year 3.
This is year
3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the last. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat box.
This is the last year.
This is last year he's eligible for practice squad, and probably that too. And I ain't gonna get no. It is what it is with him now. That's my dude, but the writing's on the wall. The writing, and I don't know who said it. It might have been Brighton that was saying, because I kept mentioning they didn't get opportunity, and it was like, well, what did he not do in practice to not get opportunity? And that kind of turned my eye to like, you know what, he might be right.
This is going to be year 4 for him.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He came in with Queen.
So
yes,
year 4, yeah, and then Tylan is year 3.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
If he makes it, they're just gonna let him ride off in the sunset anyway.
True.
Don't be surprised if Bate get that last spot though.
Who?
From I mean not big Crochet.
For sure.
Crochet. I wouldn't be surprised if he got it. I think they
wouldn't.
really like him. I think coaches really like him.
They do.
And
They like his
I
hard
think the
work and
players
his
like him.
leadership.
And
I'm rooting
despite
for
what
him.
a lot of people think, the NFL is not a meritocracy.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him.
So,
Definitely. He could be a vital backup to number 4.
Wait,
Why?
what? Hold up, what?
Couldn't even keep a straight face.
What?
So my six, Zay,
Mhm.
Bateman, Odell,
Mhm.
Duvernay, Aguilar,
Mhm.
and Bridges. Those are, I mean not Bridges, I'm sorry, Wallace.
Yeah.
Wallace makes it because of, like Hendo said, his special teams ability. So, if Prochet make it, Wallace, you gotta get him out of there. But I'm just saying, those are my 6.
Yeah, I agree with that 6. I think that 6 guy, they're not really looking for him to be on the field as far as the offensive wise. So they're looking for that depth piece that they could use in special teams, just like Justice Hill. Like Justice Hill, he's a guy, he's going to make an impact on special teams, but they're not really trying to really mix him into that RB rotation that much.
Parlez-vous français?
First of all, he's gonna make the USFL.
Nah, go out. Hey, Prochet, if you get cut, don't play in the United States. Go overseas so you can experience life.
There you
Get
go.
these people.
He experiencing like now.
Oh, come be on the roundup with us.
Fact.
Nah.
medically
Maybe try to steal our shine.
Is
You know
he?
everybody like him anyway.
That is true too.
His roommate will take him.
Next topic. Next topic. All right, Jokic and the Suns owner. Who's right? Who's wrong?
Look at my man Joker squaring up.
Hey,
Oh, I didn't know that was the Suns owner.
Yeah, that's the Suns owner with the
Yes.
green jacket.
I thought that was just a regular dude trying to draw a charge.
Did you see the plot? Did you see the plot?
I did. I saw it.
He's supposed to get a tech for that.
If those who don't know, Jokic, I think, did get fined today right before we started.
Yeah.
There's a guy that you can't see right now that just basically pretty much just touched Joker on the arm, and he got ejected from the game.
Yeah.
Joker tried to grab the ball from the owner. The owner really didn't want to give it up, but Joker looks at him and shoves him. Now he don't shove him enough the hard as he fall, but he do force. He do as an act to put his elbow on him. And when you see the elbow already pointing out. My thing is,
It was small.
nothing happened to nothing at the time happened to Joker, and obviously nothing gonna happen to the owner because he's the owner. But why did the fan get kicked out? Because he in the stands. And I was talking to B before we started. If that guy's holding the ball, it's not your place. Well, I don't think it's your place. I'm gonna let y'all say it. It's not your place to go. If he's holding and don't want to give it up, let the referee go get all security. You went into their space trying to forcefully take the ball. And then you upset because go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was like, I feel like he went in their space and I understand trying to get the ball and get your offense going like we talked about before we started. But still, you went into the stands. The ball wasn't right there at like the sweep up guy, the camera people. It was a row or two deep.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree that he went into their space because I think that basketball fans are allowed to be way too close to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like there shouldn't be any fans there. And like Yo was just saying here, the fan put a hand on him, and that for me is game over.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not the owner that he talking about now.
No, I understand. Yeah, I mean,
Kicked
they're not gonna do anything to the owner. But if the ball goes over there and a player comes over to get the ball, give him the ball. Don't touch the player. Sit down and watch the game. That's it.
I tell you what. Depending on the player, I ain't giving you shit.
That's it. That's what the owner felt.
And
You
then,
can throw
then
them-
you catch a forearm.
No, he gonna get one back.
Throw the ball, whatever,
I
but
would.
don't get into a physical altercation with the
No,
player. He's absolutely
Jose.
right.
I'm the owner. I ain't Joe Blow your sausage head.
I don't think that
Even owners catch elbows, coach.
Gangster brothers care
You
that
catch
he's
it
the
back
owner.
too.
Yeah,
Man, fuck them gangster brothers, man. Nobody's scared of them.
Oh, I think your boy Jimmy's scared of him.
He is.
Jimmy who?
Butler.
Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy wasn't raised in the same household I was.
There
Okay.
you go.
Jimmy
But see,
was raised in-
I'm
Jimmy
just
was
saying,
raised. Jimmy was raised in
no
a
household.
no. Jimmy was raised in a his where he was raised at don't look like him. Put it like that. he got took.
It was another blindside. It was another blindside.
Yeah, it's a blindside situation.
Oh,
So
okay.
he ain't, Jimmy talk big and look menacing.
He from
He ain't
Howard
about that
County.
smoke.
Yes.
I think we all know he's not bad. I mean, Udonis Haslam backed him down in his own huddle.
But coach, the problem with this was it wasn't the fact that you, like you said, he shouldn't have went over there to get the ball. The fact was they were losing and they had a fast break opportunity.
Mm-hmm. That's what Brian said earlier.
Because it was a couple of Suns players in that vicinity. He was trying to get the ball out. You was the owner cradling the ball like that, and you get what you deserve. You know you're not supposed to hold the ball.
But my thing is, it ain't like the clock was running.
I thought the whole thing was funny, man. Like nobody should have gotten fined. Like, okay, he tried to flop a little bit to get a call. Like he was sitting there like, I can't believe he touched me. Like, he kind of smirked a little bit.
Right, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Exactly what he was doing. That was his 15 minutes of
Just let that go, man. Let that go. It's not a big deal.
If anything, he should have got a tech for holding the ball, and
he should have, yes, not Joker. Joker shouldn't have gotten, he shouldn't have gotten any kind of tech or fine, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Joker should have punched him in the face. I hate fans. I don't like fans. Like I hate them.
Unless y'all fans of the show.
Yeah.
Make sure you good. Hey, good.
Like and subscribe.
Good, yeah. Good job. Hey.
Don't worry,
you might be fine next.
Click that link. Click that link in the chat box so you can shake our hands personally, okay?
Thanks.
You ain't gotta be scared of me, Agent E. That's what a lot of people say when they wake up.
Right.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm playing. That was Agent E. I'm playing.
I don't know why, but here's the thing though. I don't know why people feel like they need to be afraid to get their ass whipped. You can be the bravest dude on earth and still get up.
Right. There's always somebody big and badder than
always
you.
Well, ain't that the truth?
Wolverine used to get his ass whooped all the time in the cartoons.
Right. Good thing at the Animanium though. He bounced right on the back and go back and get back. Oh, okay, that move ain't work. Let me try this next time.
What you talking about, clock? We don't like you.
Of course we like you, Clock. My man.
You're our guy.
Stop tripping.
You talking about people in the chat?
Oh, I don't know. As long as we like you, you good. You good.
Yeah, you good. You straight.
You good with us. MP Juice Man.
Yeah.
That's what is this time done? Because Harbaugh said we didn't close the door on good players and good people. Is Juice Man done? Yes or no?
No.
I hope not.
Yes.
I hope not.
Yep.
Are we talking about? Are you talking about in Baltimore or
in Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Is he either one of those things?
Is he either one of what things?
Good player, good person?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
yes.
think he's a good person. I do.
I think he's
one of those passionate guys that really don't take nothing from nobody, whether it be the coach or any other players. He speaks his mind, and
that's the only reason.
I can mess with a dude like that because I know where he stands. It ain't gonna be no snake stuff.
Coach, that's the only reson he's not coming back, because the dust up he had with John Harbaugh. It has nothing to do with ability, because we know coming back from that injury the second year, he's going to be better. And he's a smart, instinctive player. He gets turnovers. Unlike all the other dudes we have, he gets the turnovers. He can run back, get pick sixes. But because he challenged Harbaugh's authority, that is the only reason. Harbaugh can say whatever the hell he wants to about, we value good players. No, you don't. You sign Rock Yassin. So you apparently don't. You don't value good players.
I disagree, Hendo. I think he's a Harbs guy. I think he's Harbs Jimmy Smith, right? We kept bringing Jimmy Smith back when he wasn't the same guy and coming off of injuries.
But Jimmy Smith never challenged him in public.
He did. Him and Jimmy didn't have the greatest relationship, and Jimmy spoke on it. Well, I mean, yeah, but still, like public or not, like if I don't bang with you, you ass gotta go. So, and he had plenty of opportunities to get rid of Jimmy. I think he truly likes MP, and I would like to see him back. I think, you bring him back. You don't bring him back to be your star corner, right? But you bring him back to be a piece of that defense. I think he'd do well here. But I honestly think that him and Harbs they solid, and he did kind of good. We saw the blow up, right? It looked ugly out there, but I think they respect each other.
I think that if you believe that his passion, his attitude brings something to the defense, because there is something to be said for that. When Carolina lost Josh Norman, you could argue they were just as talented, but they were nowhere near as good defensively because they were kind of timid. So if you think that adds to the defense and you don't have anybody else that can bring that, go ahead and bring him back. The reason I said is he either one of those. I think he has definitely lost at least one step on the field.
True.
And listen, he was he was a you could argue an elite corner, right? At least an elite playmaker in Kansas City and LA, and they both got rid of him for the Rams got rid of him for nothing.
True.
Right.
No,
Because they knew they were getting Ramsey.
no offense, Kenny, but the Chiefs traded him when he was very, very young and still one of the top players, at that position. The Rams went and traded him for Kenny Young, I believe, like a fifth
Imagine
rounder.
what they could have been with Peters and Ramsey defensively.
True.
With Aaron Donald getting pressure like that. I'm sorry, go ahead. Just
No, I'm done. I'm just saying, that's why I ask is there something, is he a guy behind the scenes who is just difficult to deal with? Right. And eventually you just kind of teams get tired of him and you just got to move on.
So me personally, I think we may see a different defense this year, like you said, would have with Josh Norman, because for me, MP Juice Man is the Mark Ingram of the defense. As we saw, even though Mark Ingram wasn't the player that he was in New Orleans, he hyped his team up. He got the players going. He gave them confidence. He gave us that juice. And I think that Marcus Peters does the same thing for the defense. If he does not come back, once again, we may be more talented across the board and have more depth, but without that guy or that glue, it's not going to be the same.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that, because remember that when he was still hurt and he was just on the sideline for the Rams game. And remember the energy he brought from the sideline in sweatpants. So I hope the door's not closed, because like I forgot who said it early on, but just because you sign Rock Ya-Sin, that doesn't mean that it's like that's it. Like the room is fixed. Like you hope that these young guys could step up and do something, but I think just like the wide receiver position, have insurance on top of the insurance, like my man Kerry says. Like it's what's his name? Ozzie Newsome says it all the time. You can't have too many cornerbacks.
Right.
So, bring a dude like that who can, instill some knowledge on these dudes and also still play the game and understand it at a high level. And with the CB market the way it is right now, like I don't think it's a money thing either.
Right. My thing is, in my eyes, we still got 3 rookie corners. I'm still looking at Pepe and Jalen Norman Davis as rookies to compete with Caillou, because they didn't do enough for me to transition them from rookie status. Now, Kyle did toward the end of the year, but those two, in my mind, they still, this their first year. They need to earn their stripes and whatnot. They need to get their stuff together, because you got bodies, but I don't know how much quality you have over quantity.
Yep.
All right. And lastly, I want to send a huge shout out to this dude. Shout out to Nitro for getting an interview that a lot of people can't, won't, or just not able to do. This he literally just randomly shot his shot, and because Lamar knew of him, he was able to go. He gave him the blessing to come to his restaurant and shoot an episode, not knowing that he was going to show up, and he showed up and gave him an interview and kicked it with him. So shout out to you Nitro for doing something that a lot of the professionals can't do, and you guys, you and Ingraven did a good job of handling that. And the man showed you a lot of love, man. He showed you a lot of love. So shout out to you Nitro for putting that together.
If you haven't watched the interview, go check it out. It's a very good interview.
Please do. Great. They talked about a lot of good stuff. It wasn't just straight football. My favorite part personally was when they talked about how much Lamar basically was bigging up how much God is in his life. That was, to me, that was my favorite part of the interview. I mean, they had some other stuff in there and whatnot, but to me, that was my favorite part. And y'all want to chime in on that?
Food looked good too.
Oh yeah,
food looked real good.
Yeah,
but no, man, look, give it up to Nitro. Look, he got the first interview from Lamar since Lord knows how long, right? So that was huge, and so shout out to him, man, and shout out to Lamar, man, for being a man of the people, right? Like he could have been Hollywood as he wanted to, in situations like this. But I think this only proves, man, all the stories that we hear about Lamar, and that is true. That yo, he really like a down to earth type of guy. You know, we speak on here all the time about how you can see Lamar anywhere in Baltimore, just kind of casually he's just doing his thing, and it's like, you know, it's like he a regular dude, man, and so that's big. Shout out to Lamar, man. Shout out to Nitro, man. I hope he continues to build upon that relationship, man. And obviously, Lamar trusts him enough to give him that interview, and then being the first one. So yeah, that's huge, man. That's big for us. You know, these as Jose like to say, us nano YouTubers or podcasters, man.
Yeah.
Nano influences.
Yeah,
Nano influences.
Micros.
that's huge. That's a big thing, man. So salute.
Respect. Indeed.
All right. Hey, with that being said, man, that is today's episode. So we'll start with Hendo as we start these exit rounds, and Rodney, look at the time.
Bam. Yes, you can find me on the Rogue Pod on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, wherever you get anything. Also, you can find me in audio form as well, wherever you get your audio podcast from. You can find me Mondays here, Tuesdays, whenever the Suge decides to do Still Conspiracy. You can find me Fridays, 6 p.m. with Mr. Galloway on Electric Relaxation, doing all things hip hop, especially the old school hip hop. You can find me Saturdays doing Hanging with Hendo, Patreon only. If you want to sign up for the Patreon and become a patron, patreon.com/ROUG. And you can find me every Sunday at 8 p.m. live streaming after Ravens games.
Chris?
You can find me on Twitter at Chris Just Joking. You could also find me on the Deep Cover Podcast. We might be doing an episode this week, but we might be in vacation mode. So we shall see. Stay tuned.
Gotcha. And if you don't know them, this is their I guess not avatar. What's your profile picture on Twitter?
Yeah.
And also the same picture on YouTube too. So I'll add the links. I'm slipping on my pimping. I should already have to add it. Mike.
Yeah, man. Look, I am OTR Mike, and I am the host of Open Mic with yours truly. That is the show, man, where the mic is open for any discussion, no matter what it is, who it is, or where it is. I got an episode that I dropped today, man, featuring my boy, my best friend, OTR Brandon, man, and we kind of discussed the youth sports and what's going on, and are some of our less fortunate kids being priced out of youth sports now with all of the private trainers and nutritionists and all of that these
Travel
kids got
leagues and
going
all
on.
that.
Yeah, so it's a lot going on in that, and we kind of go down memory lane of when we started our own AAU team and program many moons ago. So if you aren't subscribed already, man, go over there, subscribe, check out that episode, check out all the other episodes I got going on there. You can follow me on Twitter at OTR_Mike. I follow back unless you're on that weird stuff. And look, we had a case this week. Okay, I think Hendo and B.
Oh, he hit you too?
As soon as B said, "Yo, did you get it from this person?" And I was like, "Nah." As
He hit
soon
a
as I
rankings
got
too.
off with y'all, it was there. So
Shout out
look,
to Tafik.
yeah. Look, man, we appreciate you, bro. We don't need you, But all right. But I follow back, man. And look, I appreciate all of you guys already in the chat who supported my show and supporting our work. All of us up here, man, we appreciate you. I am also 1/3 of Ring Kings podcast, man. That is just the best boxing podcast on YouTube, right?
100% facts.
If you are a casual fan and you just started watching boxing 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when Tank Davis beat the hell out of Ryan Garcia, that's okay. We don't judge you, man. We just educate you even more on the sport of boxing. So if you aren't subscribed there, go over there and subscribe. And that's my spiel, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you next week.
Just so you know, and I'm slipping on this too because I thought once I got on the waiting list, it was going to automatically take place, but it didn't. The Open Mic with OTR Mike Patreon is live.
It is live.
Yes.
It is live. So shout out to all of you guys that have already joined. Big Reg, I see you in there. Bazel, I see you in there. To name a few, Living Legend, man. It's a lot of y'all that's already supporting me. Man, I appreciate it. I talk about it on the episode I got coming next week, man. So yeah, salute. But it's there, man. You can find me on patreon.com. What do you say it is,
Backslash.
Hendo?
Backslash.
Backslash OTR Mike, and that's
Forward
where
slash.
you see / whatever. Man.
Hey, Mike,
Okay.
I hadn't watched the episode yet, but to piggyback kind of what you guys talking about, I know if I was in the same situation with my family situation, I couldn't, and I played baseball.
Mhm.
I couldn't play and keep up with what was going on these days.
Definitely.
Just knowing mom's situation, I would be priced out.
Yeah.
I've been fall, by the wayside because it's too much. All right, I'm gonna give you a scenario. I coached baseball at school here, and the school was mostly white. Let's keep it 100, mostly white. So I didn't have to coach fundamentals. I didn't have to coach pitch and stuff. Everything was all strategy and how you're gonna use people. Now, when I flip over to the school I'm at now, which is mostly black, I just couldn't go out there because I didn't want to go back to coaching fundamentals. I got comfortable, doing strategy and situational baseball, and coming to this side of town, I couldn't go back to coaching fundamentals. That's the difference in the playing field.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting debate, man. Check it out, man. We bring up a young man that had a video and posted about, he feels like, the European players are coaches are now willing to take that chance on European player and even some of the suburban players that rather than the inner city kids, because they feel like they might not be as refreshed or refined. And I think it's happening. Part of our motto for when we started our program, man, it was exactly that, coach. I had a bunch of kids who couldn't afford to do it, right? Had the talent, couldn't afford. So my whole idea was to give them that opportunity to play on a high level, man, but without the cost. And it was hard. It was hard, but we succeeded for sure, man. And we go in depth about that a little bit. So if you want to hear more, go ahead over there and watch that.
Now I remember when I played, one or two people had their own bat. And whoever, got hits, everybody used that bat because we felt like it was a hot bat.
The lucky bat.
Now everybody got their own, and you bet not touch somebody else's bat.
Yeah.
You
These
bet not
kids got 8
breathe
bats.
over their bat hard.
They got 8 bats. They come in. Look, man, they got a pair of shoes they wear to the gym, a pair of shoes they hoop in, pair of shoes, a different pair of shoes that they leave out of the
And
gym.
flip flops.
Yeah, it's like it's just a different ball game now, man.
Hey, shout out to the Black Magic baseball bats. Those back in the days.
Ooh, what you talking about? You showing your age. You showing your age. Jose and B, close us out.
All right. 2 things. 1, I need you guys to click that link, that Eventbrite link. All right.
Hey,
Click on
exclamation point tickets. Exclamation point tickets. We'll bring the link up. Exclamation point tickets.
Do that. Okay. We have a limited amount of tickets. There's still some available, right? But don't get too comfortable because you know how you guys are, man. Once that check hits, you get a little extra. Get a little overtime in your check, and then y'all go crazy. All right, tickets go they'll go fast. So go over there. August 4th is the event, so make sure you guys get your tickets now. Also lbhtshow.com. Okay, go over there. Sign up for our upcoming newsletter. We're working on that right now. Shout out to Will G. He reached out to us. That's gonna be in the works. We're gonna get something on that soon. Yes, sign up for the newsletter. It's how we can keep you guys up to date, up to the last minute on stuff. So when Hendo decides he wants to do a pop-up video like he did today, right? That will be in the newsletter. We can shoot it out to you guys. All right. And yes, we do a live show every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. So go over there, check us out, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at LBHT Show.
Add to it, B.
Yeah, I see Gary Payton II out here already being extra, running around doing absolutely nothing.
Bro, what that got to do with time off?
Trying to act like he's a defensive stopper. It's incredible. But yeah, just like Jose said, hit us up at LBHT Show at Ring Kings Pod, and definitely hit that exclamation point tickets and check out or get your tickets before they're all gone. It's going to be a lot of fun this August.
Hey,
look at that bag. Look at that bag right there. Don't you wish you had one of those?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Look,
Rodney, I want to show you this real quick. Hold on. You can still see me, Rodney?
Yes.
Okay. So we just got a $5 donation from Money Making Mitch. And
Yes,
Sid,
sir.
can you read the wording?
If Jimmy Butler wins the finals, I will travel from Minnesota to Baltimore to personally tell Bradley Jimmy Butler is a superstar. All right, well, a couple things about that. Never gonna happen. Two, if you go to Baltimore, it's not going to be me you're running into. So
You might find me at work, but
I do not. You're going to find Jose at work, or you're going to find yourself in the wrong place. I do not live in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Hey, as for me, you know where to find me here on Sip the Tally Films on Instagram and on Instagram and TikTok is Sip the Tally Films. On Twitter is Coach Evans 9. More Sip the Tally where we are for
the streets.
the streets. And more Sip the
The
Tally.
streets.
I've been neglecting the streets a little bit, but I started some work on for the streets today because with the draft and all this stuff with Lamar, got this sidetracked. But now we can kind of get back on the even keel, and we're going to start to put some more stuff out there for the streets. And I'll tell you what I'm working on. I'm taking like best performances of the year and kind to try to tell a story about how. So really, I'm practicing for the season. I'm gonna take these teams that had like right now I'm working on Tua's game versus the Lions where he had like 360 something, like 4 TDs. So basically trying to tell a story via visuals, and so I'm working on that. So when the season comes, when the actual games are relevant, I can take the Thursday night game and give you a good story Sunday before our game or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing on my visual storytelling to get information out to you. And if something big happens with the 31 other teams, I'll cover it over there also. And lastly, patreon.com/Sip the Tally. Again, shout out to Brandon for becoming the first Sip the Tally family member. What up, Cousin B? We have the first fantasy football league field. The second one has been created. So if you want to join that, please, any tier on the Patreon will get you in the fantasy football league. I'm going to buy the second prize tomorrow. I'm going to look for it probably tonight and in the morning. And so we'll have the second prize in this house within a week or two, and we'll start advertising.
This right here is all worth it.
Hey,
Thanks.
that's the
All worth
gunslinger tier. You get this gunslinger tier. Hey, Mike Crawford just got his. D Weezy got one. I got 2 more that should be arriving soon. I got 3 right here I got to send out. So hey, get yours. So when the season comes and we start doing those those watch parties, we can all pour up whatever your choice of purple Kool-Aid is. All right, whether it be 0 proof or 100 proof.
It's gonna be a fun season. It's gonna be a
Really?
fun season.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yes,
We
it
might go
is.
through 3 or 4 of these a game because we be running them down the field. Running up and down the field. So without any further ado, any parting words?
Yes. Will G had a question. It's going to be tied up 2-2 with the Warriors winning.
3-1.
It's going to be 2-2 Will G. Then we might get a more Sip the Tallies from the streets bid on why Steph Curry went off for 52 points.
Oh, if he go for 52, you definitely get it. With Hendo, starring Hendo too.
Oh, I will damn sure be there. Because me and Steph got one of these.
50. Let's give him 50. If he get 50,
that's cool. That's cool too.
we're gonna go over there and we're gonna act like we know we talking about a basketball.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. Like, comment, subscribe, share. The audio version will be available in the morning. Like that bag Mike has.
Yes,
So you need to
Look,
get
I don't recommend y'all shoplifting, but it's deep.
Hey, that's an all-purpose
Appreciate you,
bag.
Nitro.
All purpose. Man.
All-purpose.
Hey, that's first of all, that bag is used to put your gym stuff in for when you
Yeah.
go to work out.
Bro, I wear 13. My shoes ain't fitting in that bag.
Coach, come on, man.
Bro,
We trying to sell
That's deep,
something.
that's deep, coach. You fitting in
Oh,
there?
it might. Hold on, it might. Might get a 15 in that.
Yeah, man, send me your address, man. I gotta send you one.
Might get a 15 in that.
Yeah.
No. I want to get mine personally.
Oh yeah, that's
Let me
right. I
see
keep
each other.
forgetting you
Let me
come
see
in.
each
All
other.
right. True
See,
that.
and then with the schedule coming out, we might have an opportunity to see what's going on around the meetup.
Facts.
Yeah,
I think
that's
they drop preseason stuff right around that time too.
Yeah.
A little bit after.
D Weezy, I'm working on the fittest, bro. I got you.
I got some fitters in the living room, D Weezy, that just trying to figure out which
man,
ones I want.
Tally
we working.
one.
Oh, that's
Work.
right. We do got to
Work.
get him.
But again, Laker game on, Warriors on. Rodney is locked in. I ain't said none of the past 15 minutes.
You can see the concern on his face.
So we go. Look, all I see is the screen changing on his face. Hey, we out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Tune in to all of our stuff throughout the rest of the week. Mike's already put something out. Deep Cover may or may not have something. Ravens Daily tomorrow at 4:30. Make sure you get your comments in and whatnot. And then Lunch Break Hot Take Wednesday. And don't forget about Still Conspiracy with Rodney and
maybe
Hendo and maybe should. Oh, never mind. Scratch that, stenographer. Scratch that. Peace, y'all. Peace and love. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us for an hour and 11 minutes, and we going by. Peace.
Indeed.